Hello and namaste, everyone. This is Deepika Yaram from Austin, Texas. Today, I'm here to share my experience into the spiritual world, PSS and family per se. Before we begin the program, I want to thank our Guruji, Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji, and Patri Ma'am for unifying all of us through this beautiful platform of pyramid meditation. I want to start by giving some background about myself. I am a software engineer and I work for a very large financial company in the US. And I'm also a mother of two beautiful teenagers. My typical day is pretty hectic. Go to work, meet the kids' needs by dropping them, picking them off, whatever, assist with anything they need. And weekends are even busier to do all the household chores and get ready for the week, and maybe there are some gatherings, etc. So I came into the spiritual world. I felt that was a pretty normal thing. Yes, being busy is fine. And I was also very stressed. And I always told myself that's natural because I'm doing so many things. It's okay for me to be stressed. And I also had some health issues, like I have plantar fasciitis. It's a foot pain where I have to wear a special kind of footwear to walk around. And I have very severe allergies, seasonal allergies. So I used to take quite a few medications every day to cope up with the allergies, sleeping issues. I never felt like I had enough sleep, though I was in bed for 9 to 10 hours. I always felt sleep deprived. So in January of this year, I happened to go to Hindu temple, and that was an unplanned visit. My brother called me from India and asked me to visit the temple that day, and I happened to go there. At the Hindu temple, I met Josna, who is a PSSM master. And Josna introduced me to Anapanasati meditation and asked me to take a 40-day challenge. I am not someone who would easily get into something like this, but I was very drawn towards this when Josna told me. I thought, okay, I will give it a try and see what happens. So I started meditating without any expectations. As days passed by, I started becoming less impulsive and noticed several other changes, like I was sleeping a lot better. I felt like a heavy weight was lifted off my head and much relaxed and peaceful. That's the feeling I got. So that inspired me to meditate more. And I continued with the meditation every day. And the first few months, I was thirsty for spiritual knowledge. I subscribed to many PSSM channels. And I used to listen to a lot of wisdom sharing from many masters. Like I listened to Saroja Ma'am, Dr. Newton, Beam Meditation Group, Ram and Madhu Gajala, and Shreyans, Chandra Sir, Pradeep Vijay. I listened to Prabhakar Rao Sir, Prabodh Sir. And the more I listened, the more I wanted to listen to it even more. So, and then there I had an issue. I had a situation where I needed some advice, and I messaged Saroja ma'am and asked her if she has time, and she called me and spoke to me for 50 minutes and clarified several things for me. I was blown away by the fact that someone who don't even know me can spare 50 minutes of her time. She's in Australia, I'm in Austin, and she doesn't even know me, but she still spent 50 minutes to help me. So I was completely blown away by that fact. And even today, I don't know how people do it, but I seem to come across many people like that in PSSM who unconditionally help people. And thank you, Saroja ma'am, for helping me that day and sparing your time. So, and the concepts, the spiritual concepts I learned, I want to share few of them. There are many, but I can share some of them with you. I learned about manifestation. I learned about mindfulness. I never knew I was living unconsciously until I learned about what mindfulness is and started appreciating nature, being in the current moment, loving what I do. Even if I'm washing dishes, I do it with a smile, and that helps me ease the situation, and also concepts of law of karma. I always felt like you do something wrong, that will happen to you. And I wondered why it wasn't coming true because I've seen people doing wrong things, but nothing happened to them. But then I learned that law of karma is cumulative of all your lifetimes. It's not just based on this lifetime. So that brought a lot of clarity. And I also wondered why my life is this way. Like, why am I away from my parents? Like, working so hard. But then when I learned we all souls come to this earth with a blueprint. Based on that, we choose this life. We choose our partners, we choose our friends, we choose our parents. So many things got clarified to me. So many questions of mine were answered. Okay. And then I also learned about self love. Being an Indian woman, I saw my mother always putting everyone else in front of her more than her. And that's exactly what I was doing. Like if there is any leftover food, I'm like, oh, okay, let me eat it, or let me take the burnt dosa, or something like that. But then when I realized self love is first, you need to love yourself more than anybody. And only then you can spread that unconditional love to others. I started implementing. So all these concepts just shape me into a different person. By no means I mastered all these concepts, but I can say I started implementing them and taking baby steps. But definitely I started implementing most of these concepts and I love it. I also want to talk about my book sharing experience, book reading experience. I am not a big book reader, but I decided to read some books. I read You Forever, Ramta, Untold Story of Sita, Breaking the Habit of Yourself, and few other books. Okay. And You Forever and Ramta especially taught me the complete soul evolution process that I was not at all aware of. And these books are just wonderful, and I plan to read many more books going forward. After a few months into my journey, I noticed that I'm able to walk faster, way faster than before. I used to have a hard time walking faster. And then my foot pain, the plantar fasciitis, uh, got healed somehow. I mean, not somehow, I know exactly how. I followed grounding techniques. I used to walk barefoot on the earth. Even today, when I get a chance, I go walk barefoot on the earth. And my seasonal allergies are almost like 90% gone. So when I used to take a medicine like a day or one or two pills a day. Now I took one or two pills in last 7 months, so significantly reduced. Um, and everything, I also noticed that my intuition was way stronger. anything I wished for was coming true. And I knew exactly how to make these choices in life when it comes to making choices. And they were the right choices because uh, I'm getting the decisions from inside me. Everything I wished was coming true. I even got a promotion at work during the COVID situation. So, friends, I want to share a few lessons that I learned after I started my spiritual path. Before I joined PSSM, I always used to tell myself that I want to get connected to God, but I didn't know how to. And I strongly feel that universe answered my prayers that day through my brother. That's how my brother called me, and I ended up going to temple. I met Josna and got into PSSM family. So if you really strongly want something, the universe is there. It will definitely help you. Just believe that it can come true. Few other things I want to share about true happiness. I also believe that the true happiness comes from within one's self, and we are fully empowered to be happy. And no external person or a thing can make you happy. Yes, they can make you happy, but that is only temporarily. Let's say buying a new jewelry or a car, that'll definitely bring you happiness, but that doesn't last forever. If you want a lasting happiness, that will definitely come to you through meditation when you give yourself some inner peace and joy. So look for inner peace within yourself, not outside. And lastly, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Patriji, uh, Dhyana Mahila Chakram team, PMC English channel, uh, all the masters who touched me in some or the other way, PSSM family, and my parents who gave me birth and brought me to this world, my family, and friends. Many of my friends got inspired by the changes within me and started meditation. My neighbors, my friends, my coworkers, and I was also able to get my mother into meditating. She used to complain all the time. She had to stay indoors during the COVID situation. Then, when she started meditating, she says she just doesn't realize the time anymore and she loves meditating. And also, both my children, I am still trying um, to get them to meditate. I am hopeful they will soon realize the value of it. But what I want to share here is we should not think meditation is a task that we have to do, but instead incorporate meditation into daily lifestyle. Just like how you eat, you sleep, you work, you exercise, incorporate meditation into daily lifestyle, and you will see miracles happening to you. This would be the best investment of time. Believe me, I never felt like I had um, this many hours to spare on meditation. They told me when I started meditating that once you start, you will somehow find the time. And that's exactly what happened. So I believe my 9 or 10 hours on the bed is now cut down to 6 hours. And that's helping me uh, use that time towards the meditation. And also, don't have any expectations. Yes, meditation healed my foot pain, healed my seasonal allergies, but that doesn't mean that it will do exactly same to you. It will. It is a process that helps you in the way you really need it. Your soul, your life needs it. So just don't set any expectation, but meditate every day and trust me, you will see the miracles yourself. Thank you.